Hi everyone, welcome to Parental Guidance. With me, I have Ethan,
Yeah.
Manny,
That's me.
and I'm a Lloyd. And we have a bit of a special this week. We have Ethan here with us in person.
Yeah.
Clap, clap,
Very
clap,
nice,
clap.
very nice.
So, how was your journey, Ethan?
Actually quite nice. Not like I had to travel for a good 9-10 hours. Yeah.
It's quite a while.
No, that was a good face. It's that what normally happens. I miss this when
Oh yeah, there's a bit of in-person stuff happening that happens that you don't see. But I try to, I don't know, not avoid it, but it's more to like not talk over each other type thing.
It works. See, didn't happen. But yeah, no, it was a good trip. I'm getting back on Wednesday, so it's going to be a bit long because it's really early, but super cheap tickets. So
why did it take so long?
Buses are a bit. Trains are a bit. Planes are a bit.
How many trains and buses and things do you have to get to the airport then?
Only one bus and one train. It's just the timetables are really mad.
One every hour.
Mate, yeah, that's good. It's one every 3 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So your choice is try and arrive 6 hours early for the airport or miss your flight.
Basically, like it's crazy because I'm pretty sure I was using Flixbus. Other buses are available. And it's only 2 from the town I go to. So there's one at like 3 or there's one at 9 in the morning, and it's just like, all right, good luck.
Oh wow.
What about Uber? How much was an Uber?
Probably £1,000.
You're joking.
It's quite expensive. It's like over 200 quid. Easy.
Wow.
Easily.
Makes up for the cheap flights.
To be fair though, for a transport, how far away is it?
Oh, you do travel
Miles.
like, yeah, it's like 4 hours. And they go like 60 kilometers.
Well, that's why then.
pretty
So
far.
for the transport, then £200 would be probably fair.
Yeah. No, it's not
Thinking about it.
unfair, but
Still a lot of money, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like there'll be a shock to be paying like £200 just to go to an airport from where we are.
Mm.
You know, seeing as they're quite not local, but they're within easy travel distance.
I mean, as long as you don't get the Gatwick Express, it's like 70 quid.
Yeah.
But you
Oh.
don't need to get that though. You just get Thameslink from like King's Cross or whatever to Gatwick, and then you're good.
Yeah.
You can get that, and it's like 13 quid.
So expensive.
Yeah, the Gatwick Express is ridiculous as far as I'm aware.
And not needed apparently. If you can get it for a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
It doesn't even take that much longer.
Yeah.
Right.
That seems like it's something that's been put in place as a ploy to just trick people into making money.
It's for probably like tourists that don't know.
Yeah.
They're around and they're like, oh, Gatwick Express, let's do it. Obviously in a different language.
Yeah.
Although the tourists probably wanted to go Heathrow.
Probably stands
They
there.
don't really get a choice, do you? It depends what flies where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I haven't been on a flight like 4 years. I think it's been 4 years since I was in Cyprus.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've been here for a while then.
Yeah.
Like not going anywhere.
Yeah, I haven't left the country for ages.
You got a passport.
Yeah. Well, the kids have got passports as well. We've sorted all that out, but we just haven't gone. Our last holiday was a staycation. We went to Butlins.
How was the pictures for the passport? Was that easy or hard?
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
They're quite accepting of child photos, like how they know that the child will smile or be a bit wriggly and stuff like that. They just mainly want a neutral background, and that's about it. To be honest, even with like our own headshots that we took for our passport photos, we took them ourselves in the house.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Just make sure you had a plain white wall, and I think they had to meet certain parameters, like because we wear glasses, our glasses couldn't cross our eyes.
They can't reflect
They
light
can't.
as well.
They can't reflect light. They have to be up properly, not covering your eye, like the frame covering your eyes and stuff like that. Obviously, no smiling. a certain amount of your upper body has to show as well, like a certain amount of your shoulders.
Oh yeah, it has to be like that profile.
I got rejected several times because I couldn't get the lighting right, and it kept leaving a shadow on the wall.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's another thing. Yeah, you can't have a shadow on the wall behind you.
It's sounding more and more complicated.
Oh, it is. It is. Doing the missus's photo was, I think, the hardest one.
Michonne.
It was just the shadow. It was mainly shadows. Trying to eliminate shadows, and then you finally think you get the perfect shot, and then your flash goes off, and it just sort of doesn't do it very well. But yeah, it was fairly painless to do.
Easier than it used to be, though.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna go back on, when you said you haven't been on holiday.
Yeah.
Don't go Stansted. It is a nightmare at this moment in time. It is ridiculous. Like when I say ridiculous, I mean like the queue for the buses is ridiculous.
Is that the time of year or just the airport in general?
Mate, it's a shamble. Like there's buses there ready to go, but there's no bus drivers.
Oh.
So it's like they got one bus driver to share 7 buses, and it's like, what?
That's the thing of having the resource but not the people to do.
Do it. Crazy. Like
I had my hour delay on my flight, on my connecting flight in Germany.
No.
That was the flight itself was only supposed to be an hour and a half from here to Germany.
Yeah.
And my delay was like an hour and a half. So I had a connecting flight. I was supposed to have an hour and a half in the other airport, and I had like 10 minutes.
Oh, that sounds like when I went to Japan. Like when I landed
the plane waited for some of the transfers. Luckily,
that's good though. So they probably
shift like 20 minutes or something. They waited. I ran thinking that they would go without me.
Yeah.
I got on the plane, and then they basically sat there for another 10 minutes while the rest of the people that were also transferring.
It's funny you should say that, because when I was on the plane to come, people were being a bit daft and slow, and you have windows, don't you, when you go on a plane? So they have like a 25-minute window where if they don't go out, then their slot to go into the air is gone. So then they have to wait whenever the next opening is. Yeah, and the air hostess, yeah, it's a bloke, so it's a host, isn't it? Yeah. He was getting vexed because it was like, I am not waiting for the next one, and you're like, when's the next one? And the geezer's like 4 a.m. and I'm like, nah.
You have to think as well, their work time as well. They're often on like 12 to 13 hour shifts.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, that's a weird. I don't know how I feel about that job.
Do they get paid all right?
Yeah, I think
they get all right.
They get okay pay, and it's fairly rewarding, as in you get to stay in a lot of different locations. Yeah. And I think you're
like, you just fly. Let's just say you fly to Croatia or something. You'd basically have maybe one day in Croatia before you actually come back. But it depends who you're working for, I guess, and how long that flight is.
Yeah, there was somebody that we know.
Flight, then I think you're going to do multiple a day.
That used to be a flight attendant, but yeah, you would remember Lloyd, but I don't think Ethan would. She got to stay in. I think the hotels are all paid for as well.
What?
I think it depends. Well, I assume that they would do that anyway. They might like make you share a room or something, depending on if you're with someone like Ryanair or let's say something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they make you share with like 2 or 3 other people.
I think she worked.
But if you're working for, I don't know, let's just say like Emirates,
then
you might get like your own room type thing every day.
I want to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, my airline's available.
No, they're not. They're not. They're the best.
Oof.
Whatever one wants to sponsor us is the one that's available.
Yeah.
Emirates
or Qatar.
Oh. Getting back to actually what we're supposed to be doing, guiding.
It's not really. I mean, the name implies it, but it's more like the man's.
No, man, we got to listen to Manny, bro. He knows all.
I mean, you're the one who's done some parenting for the first time today.
Yeah, man, shopping. Bro, it's mad how you go in there and you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy X amount of clothes, and you come out with X times X amount of clothes.
Yeah, it's too much. It's sometimes you just see things and you can't not pick it up.
Do you know what I mean? There was a dinosaur raincoat, and I was like, oh, it's green, it looks really cool, and there was like a little bit of thing, and then all of a sudden the hood goes down and it's got teeth.
Okay. So what size did you buy the coat?
0 to 6.
Why?
Huh?
Is he walking in the rain?
Well, I'm going to take him out, I guess. I have to. I'm not going
to. I suppose right, so maybe we do need some guidance in this.
That would make sense if you're going to put him in a carrier, I guess. But
yeah, we are. Because we're walking in it. We don't have a car.
Yeah, you got a buggy, man. You know.
Yeah, but he's going to be in, man. It's going to look good, bro. Bro, watch the Instagram pictures and whatnot.
You'll throw up on it before you even left the house. And you
Possibly.
have to put him in something else.
That'll be good, actually.
Yeah, Bob's done that before.
Yeah.
Both kids, both Bob and Bobette. You get them dressed up in the most nicest outfits, or even it doesn't even have to be expensive. Just anything. You've got an outfit set out for them. They're going to look so cute. And as soon as you get them in it, they just decide to be sick.
GG.
I can't think of what I'm going to put them in, so you just put them in like a baby grow or like a a popper, like a. You know, like a feety pajama type thing.
Oh, they're cool. I bought a few of them.
Yeah, you've got a few of those. Wait till you realise that the poppers are rubbish and you want to buy zipped ones.
We
got a few.
And you should have gone with Ethan today.
Yeah.
Said, nope, don't get that one.
Well, zip ones are fairly expensive and they're quite hard to come by.
I didn't buy any zip ones. Fuck.
Did they have any though in the shop?
I don't know.
If they did, they would have been the better ones to buy.
Too many colours.
Well, you can buy all the colours, isn't it? We got some from with really cool patterned ones from Australia because family that's over there. They decided to send some presents over, and we didn't know how much we'd been missing out on. When you spend ages wrestling a child to do poppers up, and instead you just do a zip from the leg all the way up to the neck, and it was just like, that's amazing. I'm never buying any of these again.
Oh, mistakes were made. Oh, mistakes were made, innit? No, I don't.
He's got a call.
No, bro, there's kid. Yeah, but if it's the kids, you got them. No. No?
It was my mother.
Oh.
But it's fine. She'll get it.
Bullshit, huh? Nah. No.
She's calling back.
Right. Yeah, it's like mine, isn't it? Just constant phone calls. Like, you decline a call and you expect them to realise that, okay, yeah, they'll contact them back. Well, on my case, I don't usually contact them back because I'm just horrible. But, yours should know.
I'm just bad sometimes. I read it and I think, okay, I'll reply in a minute, and then because the notification's gone, I forget that it was there.
Yeah.
And several times sometimes it's not even that I've read it. The notification's gone, but like it says one next to their name in the long list of names. But I never actually got to the name because everyone posts that, I answer directly from a notification. So then I go, eventually go back to the full list and go, oh,
they call me 6 times. Not, because they're not
necessarily call me 6 times, but they'll have asked something relatively important or relatively time sensitive.
Mine does that. Mine calls 6 times. Like, you decline 3 of them, and then there's still 6 more, and it's like, what?
Yeah, no. It's alright. Price is averted. No. Everything's alright. I mean, as I said, I don't get called 6 times. I can just hang up and then send a message. They'll understand.
Bro, but Charizard doesn't understand.
Charizard.
Like, mine just breathes fire, and the attitude. The perfect metaphor. Plus, she does actually have red hair.
Yeah,
and it's
doesn't dye it. So
Charizard doesn't have any hair.
Oh yeah, it doesn't. It has a flame thingy.
No.
Flame tail. Doesn't it?
Oh yeah, flame tail.
Flame tail, yeah.
Nothing on it.
Isn't that to represent anger?
I don't know.
Probably.
I'm waiting, like, talking about anger and stuff, like the emotions that's gonna come out from this child is gonna be interesting to see what it will do. Like, is it just
on its part or on your part?
Well, one, yeah, for me, definitely, because I'm already an emotional wreck.
I'll tell you, frustration is definitely an emotion that I have every day.
Nice.
So. I remember actually you said something last week or recently.
It must have been.
I think it was like Thursday last week.
When we went
shopping. You said I've got something for the podcast.
Oh yeah, well I was going to get on that because we are on the subject of shopping for things, and my current grievance, which is now annoyed me so much that I'm willing to talk about it, is my search for an air fryer, which is unavailable everywhere except for eBay and Amazon, which is then being resold for an extra £100 more.
Wait, this is the one where
it's a Ninja Foodie.
Yeah.
Like the one with 2 drawers, and I think it's 9.5 liters. In total, I think it's in
big.
total. I think it's in total for
That's
the
massive.
drawers. Yeah, but
I'm making air quotes on how big it is.
Well, put it this way: it's big enough. The drawers are big enough to have like one side have a whole chicken, like at least a medium chicken in one drawer just to cook it, and then the other side, you could obviously put whatever veg, mainly probably potatoes for roast potatoes or something.
Potatoes.
But obviously there's a whole load of other meals you can make with it, other than just the roast. But this damn thing is so hard to get hold of. Like, their own website sold out. Checking all other sellers and shops like Argos and Currys, they don't have any in store. I even had one come up online saying it was available. I transferred the money to my account so I could then go and buy it and reserve it. It was gone in that time.
Does it have to be the Ninja one?
Yeah, this is the thing that's annoying. Is no other air fryer that is of the same size. That they're not quite the same size. They're all a little bit smaller. The wattages are completely different. They're all a lot less wattage. So obviously they take a lot longer to heat up, and which means they will
cost more. I guess.
Whether or not it would cost more, I don't know.
It would cost more.
I don't know if it would.
I guess.
But it's just a frustration thing. It's getting on my nerves so much. I nearly gave in and bought one off of eBay the other day, but I didn't win the bid. It ended up getting sold for over £300, and I'm not paying that. It's worth 230, and it's being resold for over 300.
Is that good?
Well, it must be.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. So, it's been frustrating me for the past month at least now.
Yeah.
Just trying to find it is just so impossible.
I do wonder if a different one would work for you or not. But
I have
one of them annoying things where you can't really tell.
And it's not just that. The ones that are alternatives are still £230. I got sent one the other day where it was 260 by my mum. And I was just like, just stop sending me alternatives. One, they're more expensive than the one I want. And two, I don't know if there is any sort of manufacturing problems, or if I need some sort of warranty issue sorted. I'm probably not going to be able to get that done, because it would just be a no-name brand that.
Yeah, that's
not name brands. I think it's just the fact that if you get it and then let's say it isn't, you did need a 9-litre one, and then it's, I don't know, might be annoying to send back. But to be fair, if you manage to get it from like Amazon, you can probably send it back with no problem.
Possibly, that is a possibility from Amazon.
I'd probably look at one from Amazon, and you'll probably be able to return.
Hope they deal with the returns.
Most Amazon returns seem to be fine.
Not.
Yeah, but I'm talking about maybe a few months after use, not.
Oh yeah.
Whereas at least this item would come with some sort of warranty.
I think it'd still be fine as long as it has a name brand.
Some good consumer advice here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I've done a fair amount of research on it. It's the one I want, and I've stressed over it enough that I think I deserve it now. So yeah, so that was my main thing that's been griping me recently.
Because I feel like I'd like a 2-drawer one, but I've got a regular one, and I'm not going to get rid of the one that I've got that's working just to get a 2-drawer.
Obviously, you're
about to sell it.
Your one regular one is big enough to do. Obviously, if you're going to just do meat in it.
Oh yeah, but I'd like to be able to do 2 things. That's why I'd like to 2-drawer.
I don't use air fryers.
You might. Well, the reasoning for it is that it's smaller than an oven, so you don't need to leave it cook something basically twice as fast.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So because it's smaller, it uses less wattage to heat up the area, cook it faster, electricity savings. That's why everyone's buying them. And then the Ninja is the one that does the 2 drawers and has all these raving reviews. So people are buying it everywhere to save money.
It means the kids spend less time going, Daddy, I'm hungry. Daddy, I'm hungry. It's like you've just eaten. But can I have a snack while I wait?
What's
like, sure, what do you want? Carrot. But we're having carrot with dinner. But I want a crunchy carrot now.
What would you say is like a quick thing that you make to eat, Ethan?
Quick thing to eat?
And not your wraps, other than your wraps.
Oh, I love my wraps. Eat my wraps.
I know you love your wraps, but like, so I mean, an example is I'll be chicken tenders, right? For me, I'm gonna say it's chicken tenders. The ones that I get, they say in the oven, it says 20 to 25 minutes, and normally it's around 20. In the air fryer, they take like less than 15.
Jeez.
Yeah, they can cook them really fast,
and
they're crispy.
Like, oh.
Yeah, and they're good.
They're crispy, and they're not like there's no wondering. Oh, is it cooked? You cut it open and it's 100% cooked. You're not going to be getting any raw chicken. It does. It cooks things so fast.
Okay, I'll put that on my list of things to do as good dad. Good dad buy.
Things to import.
I mean, yeah.
There's better air fryers there. It's just I don't know if they're any good. So I've got to research.
There might be a business here. Import them.
See, this is the thing.
What plug do you use? 3-pin?
Nah. Two normal standard euro.
Maybe then we could try and get a conversion sorted.
Easy, man. Just cut the cable.
It might even, to be fair, it might even be like an 8-pin thingy-mabob in the back, or
That's what I was thinking. If it's just if it's just a pin that you put in the back of it, then you might be able to swap it with something else.
I can't find, like, going into this is completely way off base, but I can't find those triple kettles, and it's really annoying me because I've got laptops and stuff that use that damn plug. Not the thick kettle, but the one that has the 3 prongs.
Yeah,
the cloverleaf.
Yeah, the cloverleaf one. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I call them either cloverleaf or Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse is good.
I think they're actually called clover leaf or something like that.
Yeah.
Why can't you find them? What, over there?
Just can't find them there. Yeah, it's just a bit gone to all the big boy places, and it's
now real quick.
That's probably like I would say a
niche
safety issue.
No, it's niche as well. Like who buys a product that doesn't have those cables in that country?
What are the plugs like there? Do they have? Is it live and neutral and the ground, or is it?
It's like normal European, isn't it? They don't have ground.
2-pin.
Yeah, I think they're quite dangerous.
It is dangerous.
How long do you want one?
But not with the UK one, bro. It needs to be euro.
Yeah.
It needs to be euro.
It needs to be euro.
Which one's this one? Is this one?
So then that would mean it's only going to be a 2-pin, not a 3-pin.
This one?
So it's a 3-pin. So yeah, that's exactly. There you go.
They have another pin for the earth up the top. The pin is on the socket.
Oh yeah, I see.
But it doesn't. It depends where you are to whether they actually use it or not.
It's mad though. Yeah, does it actually use the earth? Because
for the sole purpose, we are looking at images right now on a phone of what the cable looks like.
It depends on the country as to whether your device will use it or not.
Oh,
if you've got the pin on your plugs, then it will use it. If it doesn't, then it don't. But it will still work.
Yeah. Getting back to.
It's not even on Prime, so it can't arrive in time.
Getting back to purchasing stuff for kids, for a baby and stuff. It is actually like, I have to stress, it's so difficult just saying, no, I'm not buying this. I don't know, we don't need it. But then you look at it and you're like, who cares? It's only 3 quid. It's only 2 quid. It's only 5 quid.
Add up.
And then all of a sudden, 170 quid.
Yeah.
You're like, shit.
When I was we were adamant we weren't going to get anything for Bob before he was born, and that was sort of a thing that it's more of a superstitious thing with like not to buy anything.
Gosh.
And then with Bob, I saw something. I remember I was on my own shopping one day, and I saw something that had his name on it.
Oh well, yeah.
And I was just like, wasn't planning to go out and get anything for him. I was just generally doing my general shop. But when I saw that one thing, I was just like, I need to buy that.
All rules are broken.
Yeah, I had that urge just to buy it, and it was like a good 3 to 4 months before he was even due to be born.
Wow.
And even though I was adamant not to get anything, and I even said to the missus, like, you're not buying anything for him.
Oh, you knew it was a boy from 4 months in?
Yeah, we knew.
Damn, that's quick. Is it that quick? It is that quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bro, it's been such a blur that I don't even know what time's what and what's this. Bro, in a month's time, it's going to be born.
Yeah, it happens so fast.
Yeah.
I get confused when people say weeks.
Oh yeah, the week thing.
The week thing really confuses me.
I hate it. People still do it now. Like we so even today, I was at playgroup today, and I'd organised for one of our friends' wives to come to the playgroup so she could get out of the house and meet some new people. And I was holding the baby, the little girl. She's 3 months old, and I had one of the other mums who knows me. She goes, "Oh, you've got another baby?" I said, "No, this one's not mine, obviously." But she goes, "Oh, how many weeks is she?" I said, "She's 3 months old."
That's 12 weeks for everyone else who needs to know.
It is 12 weeks, but I can't bother with that.
It is, but it isn't, because not every month is. Some months are more than a week, and if you add 2 months together, then all of a sudden it's 9 months.
That's such a Lloyd. That's such an Lloyd thing, isn't it?
But that's what's annoying about it. That's why it doesn't add up. In my head, I'm like, oh, it takes 9 months for a baby. Yeah, I don't know how many weeks that is. If I do it by 4,
it's 40. Apparently, that's what I've been told.
Yeah.
But that's
yeah. So it isn't months. Then it's not 9 months. Then they should say, oh, it takes 40 weeks for a baby to be born, isn't it? Because that's an actual figure that you can really round up on. Because if you say it's 9 months, if you have it, imagine you have it in a leap year, and then you have it in. So it's not 9 months.
Cutting out some days, and then 31, 30, 31.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And it's like when it's a similar-ish thing, but some people get paid every 4 weeks rather than every month. So they get 13 pays a year.
That ain't bad. That's great.
It's good and bad. I think it's good and bad. It's good and bad. Like if you have bills that come out on certain times of the month, but then you suddenly get, like, if you're used to getting paid on the 28th and then your bills come out on the 2nd, you know you've got like 4 days, you hold the money in your account and let the bills come out type thing.
Yeah.
But if this month you're getting paid on the 28th and then next month you're getting paid on the 20th and the month after that you're getting paid on the 16th, it kind of gets a bit...
Yeah, that gets a bit mad, actually.
Weird. That's what happens with the brother.
The broski.
All right.
But you get more money though, right?
No, you get the same amount of salary, money. You just get money more often. You get a cut of the money more often.
Yeah, but it's a definite amount of money, right? Because when it's the
not even monthly, 30 days, there's still your yearly salary.
Oh yeah.
They don't really look at your actual hours in that month. Like if you're on holiday and things like that, it doesn't matter.
My brain just works in such a weird way, like.
Which is why sometimes in the reverse, you get absolute. If you're on like a casual-ish contract where you work a certain amount of hours a month,
you get paid for that, and then another.
You get paid for that, but sometimes you get a bit screwed with that because tax will look at your month and be like, "Oh, that's your month, so next month it's going to be the same. The next month you don't work that, and then
Then you get the tax return, the rebate.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it goes a bit weird.
Yeah, it's not just parental advice, also life advice.
Also tax
definitely
advice.
Not financial advice. We're not financial advisors.
But do your taxes.
Oh yeah, shit.
If you need to self-cert and do your taxes, then do them.
Or get an accountant to do it.
HM Revenue's coming for you otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back to babies. I got threw up on today.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
It comes with the territory. I love it. It's just
what's the reason?
Oh, she just had some milk. She just had some milk, and I was then handed a baby.
Stomach said no.
Yeah, well, no, she was all right. She seemed happy enough. It was just sort of a little bit of a spit up. It wasn't too much.
Oh.
That's all right.
It was mainly saliva.
Talking about like babies spitting up and stuff, bro. Do you know how small their stomachs are when they first come out?
It's tiny.
Oh yeah, I mean they're tiny themselves.
It's like that, and then they're not tight, bro. They were 1/2 meter like a week ago. Now it's like they're tiny.
That's what you're saying.
It's hard, bro. I got it on the piece. I should have brought some of the baby clothes. I could show you, dude. A 1 month old, yeah. So you have a 1 month old onesie, and then you have 1 month old 46 centimeters, 53 centimeters, 60 centimeters, 64 centimeters. Bro, who has like 64 centimeters? That's a big baby, bro. That's nightmare fuel.
People don't go by the length. The baby can still be really long and not be podgy.
It could be. Yeah.
Depends how podgy the baby is. The baby is a big baby.
How much fat it got in the womb.
How fat it is. Yeah.
Hit a number when it's born. See who got closest.
Yeah.
I still. Yeah. My brain still doesn't.
I reckon I got it. I think I got it right on the money.
My brain still says 50 is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it is very strange. Like,
I'll show you a cute podgy baby.
Alright. But like,
I literally did this.
Yeah, that's good.
I literally did this last time.
Yeah, Lloyd.
That comes on to the next subject. Do we?
Bad shirt there though.
Yeah. Definitely, other teams are available.
Yeah.
But like what I was saying is, what that picture just reminded me of is trying to buy clothes that match as well. I don't know what it is, but I feel really lame when I say this.
But you don't want to do it. You don't want to match clothes.
I really want to do it.
There's nothing wrong with it. You can do it if you want. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah, when my kid's running around in a dinosaur costume, dinosaur raincoat.
As well.
This is it's absolutely fine and absolutely acceptable to do this, but as long as you don't put any posts on Instagram saying unintentionally twinning, that's the thing that bugs me the most. Is when we've seen mums, me and the missus have seen other mums wear the same clothes as their daughters, and they put unintentionally twinning. It's like, you dress that child. There's no
stop chatting rubbish.
It's not unintentional. You dress that child. You went to the shop as well, and you bought those clothes, knowing full well that you're going to wear that outfit at the same time. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself, and don't lie to everybody else. We know. You trust that child.
But that's what Instagram's there for, isn't it? Just show rubbish.
Yeah, of course. That's the one. That's something that bugged me. Like, unintentionally twinning. No, you dress that child. Sharp.
So what you're saying is what we're gonna do is a bi-weekly or a tri-weekly. No, not bi-weekly. Bi-monthly, where we look at stuff that really piss us off on Instagram and say, yeah, don't do this.
Yeah.
Hashtag stop.
Fun things we found wrong with social media.
I don't see them sorts of things on my Instagram.
I'll send some more.
I wonder. All right, tell us what do you see on your Instagram?
Mine's not related to being a parent.
What do you mean? They're related to the procreation of being a parent.
Yeah, maybe that part. But that's about it.
Titties, asses.
So bad. Oh no, not really. Why is it bad?
I mean, it's nail on the head. Sometimes there's a car in there.
Sometimes there's a car.
My Instagram feed is slowly turning from gaming and funny stuff because you keep sending me so much. I started to do it as well though.
I send shit all the time,
mate. Like no word of a lie. Anyone that has friends that does that, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It just gives you content to look at because you're gonna get bored. I get bored every now and again. Go on Instagram and I get stuck on a reel and I just keep going.
Yeah, that's me. I get stuck on a reel like that.
14 new messages.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. Why did it reset?
Oh, well.
It just says 8. Or did you just send 8 additional
No,
ones?
I didn't. I might have sent 8 additional today. I'm not sure.
24, 22. Oh, my maths. I'm hurting. I just came back from the dentist, and I don't feel great. Not gonna lie.
You're so hungry, so
let's not begin the hunger stuff again.
I'm slightly disappointed in the way you turn up, mate. I was really hoping he'd be dribbling with like a mouth that was numb,
slurring his words.
But he's absolutely fine in that respect. It's just like you get headache, right?
Yeah, headache and sensitive. Like when I clench my jaw now, it's just a bit annoying. Because
I found when I had mine done, because they're working on your mouth's like wide open, and it feels like they're basically leaning on your jaw.
Oh yeah, that was.
So you get the pain of basically stretching and pulling your jaw muscles from there, and then that leads to stress on the side of your head and headache. At least that's what happened to me.
So what did you have done exactly?
So I haven't been, and please don't hate me, for 15 years.
I've been brushing your teeth.
For fuck's sake. No, I haven't been to the dentist or needed to go to the dentist. Let me fucking put a positive spin on this shit. So I went there and it was like, oh yeah, your fillings have, they're cracking and stuff's getting into them. No matter how much you brush, they're gonna go. So got a nice bill. That hurt my wallet big time.
How much?
Oh, can I say it?
Did you
800.
Yeah.
But it was 7 things, and plus I fixed my chipped tooth.
Did you
I had my winning smile again.
So you had a lot done.
I did have, it was.
How many teeth did they work on?
6, 7, because one of them is 2, like the front 2 teeth.
About £100 a tooth.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was that bad, but like I wasn't going to be able to get it done, and plus obviously moving country and stuff.
About 150
Did you go
pound a tooth.
Yeah.
Have you just got fillings, or did you also get like crowns, or is yours not?
All filling stuff.
Is it the old style, or did you get thing style?
You got metal or white?
Metal or white? I can't see.
I think they're white, right? Hold on.
I didn't see. Yeah, I think they're white. Yeah.
They're matte as well, and the front of my tooth is matte now.
They're more expensive than ones.
Yeah,
are they?
I
went private.
You can get the metal ones, and they're like, this is based on.
They're horrible.
I got metal one.
Dude, this is like, again, we're going mad off base, but does it hurt when metal touches the metal?
I haven't bit into
oil.
Tin foil.
Yeah,
tin foil. It doesn't. So it hasn't happened to me. I think it happened once, but it's a reaction to the metal, not the metal touching. Like it's your saliva and the metal basically being like a battery.
Yeah, so it like shocks you kind of, I guess.
Yeah, and obviously it's touching or very close to your tooth nerve, so that's why.
This just makes us sound weird because we've been chewing metal.
Well, no, the reason you
it was a foil from a sweet. No, it wasn't. Mine wasn't. I think for some reason I was randomly chewing foil from a sweet.
Oh, mine. Well, the reason it happens for me would be, let's say I'm going to just choose a random food here, and like you buy a burrito and it's got wrapped in that tin foil.
Yeah,
and then you're eating the burrito, which you rip it off, but sometimes you don't quite, you overbite.
Yeah,
and you get a little bit of the tin foil.
Or when you're doing oven stuff and you put foil underneath, which apparently is really bad for you to do, by the way. Don't use that.
And
do baking.
Decide to rip a piece off and pop it in your mouth.
No, when you haven't used enough oil because you're trying to be healthy and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then
I do that for salmon. Salmon on the oil and then wrap it up.
Yeah,
But then to be fair, I normally cut the salmon I don't eat the scales, so I just.
Oh, you cook it with the scale.
I cook it with the scales, but the scales on the metal, and then I slice underneath
the skin off after. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of teeth, we think Bobette possibly could be teething again at the ripe old age of 1 month away from 3 with her final back teeth, because she is a right moody little
so-and-so.
Yeah. Person. Right moody little person. She is so abrasive with everything and any conversation she has.
Attitude.
Yeah, just all the time. You want to do something? No. Just grumpy, moody, not wanting to go out. She doesn't even want to go to play groups anymore, really. Struggle to get her out of the house. She just wants to stay at home.
Sounds like me a few months ago.
Sounds like a teenager at nearly 3.
Bro, you got your hands full on that.
Yeah, I know. It's headache.
We love them, really.
Headache. Can imagine. I want to do it again.
Well, you want number 3?
Yeah, but we can't have one now. I haven't got the money for it.
Oh, nah, man.
Getting married, and then we need to at least move out first.
Mm.
We've been told we're not allowed to have another one at home. Well, at our current dwelling.
I've got a way to do it. I've got my hand up. You want to hear it? Just rent a garage.
Rent a garage.
Rent a garage.
Rent a garage and live out of the garage.
Yeah. No, just put
Garage
one of the babies in the garage,
Oh,
or
put
one of you, or one of you
garage.
lot sleep in the garage or something, and be like, yeah.
I'd happily sleep in the garage.
Saying that, I'm sorry, Hilda, but the snoring, bro, the snoring of a pregnant lady, my lord,
is it worse than mine?
Huh?
Is it worse than mine?
Nothing's worse than yours, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I can sleep through hers, but yours is.
Mine wakes up the neighborhood.
I was listening back to last week's today.
But it's not her fault, by the way. Please don't kill me.
It's so much better.
Oh yeah,
It's so much better.
What's that?
I was listening to last week's recording today.
Mm-hmm.
That microphone is so much better.
Because you could hear me breathing on the other ones.
Yeah.
I had to cut it out so much.
But I think I actually need to go to the doctors for my nose. I think.
Yeah, do that burning thing, innit?
Yeah.
Shove it. That again, that's the kind of stuff it scares me for the kid when it comes like you know, when you want it to be healthy and stuff like that, but you want it to not have any defects that will affect, you know, like the thing that I saw, like there's a bit underneath the lip where it doesn't go too much, or
like a cleft palate.
Not kind of like a cleft palate, but it's not. It's to do with being able to, because you know we went to the breastfeeding course.
Yeah.
And it's that thing where underneath here as well, the tongue gets cut because it doesn't suck properly.
What Bob's got?
Yeah,
Bob's got tongue tie. He breastfed fine with it.
Is it? Oh,
yeah. He breastfed so fine with it that it didn't get noticed.
Oh wow!
Well, I say that. I think he did
tongue tied or
tongue tied. It's called being tongue tied, where it's
like you can
your tongue is still attached. Yeah, you can't stick your tongue out. It's your tongue is attached to the bottom of your mouth.
Like the underneath bit's bigger.
Yeah.
So you can't.
Yeah. So like now he can't stick his tongue out, and you can see when he tries to, you can see where it gets pulled in the middle because it's so tight. But that's what happened to the baby I was with today.
Mm.
She was found to have tongue tie and was struggling to breastfeed, and what they do is they just cut it.
Yeah, they do. They just cut it. And
it doesn't affect them.
It's funny how because your mouth heals ridiculously quick as well.
Yeah, and especially
if you want to see the inside of my mouth, it's horrible. I got an inside Chelsea grin.
I mean, generally your mouth heals so much quicker than the rest of your body.
Oh yeah,
probably because all the vital.
Yeah, bacteria and stuff.
Well, you need to eat, so your mouth's going to try and repair quicker than any other part of.
Yeah, but you say that, but why do we only get 2 sets of teeth then?
I think I'd love to have multiple.
Well, imagine like a shark. Just.
I feel like I say it. I'd love to have more teeth, so you can just be like, that's like crap. Get rid of it. Get a new one. But at the same time, I'm thinking back to when I was a kid and my tooth was falling out. How painful was that?
Yeah, it was. I think though. I think as a kid though. I think as a kid we remember things a lot worse than what they were.
What are you talking about, bro? I've seen other people's kids where their tooth comes out like that. I'm doing a motion where my hand is flat and then I change it and it looks like
came out sideways.
An arrow.
I remember
my two canines came out like that.
Exactly. See, that's painful.
They came out forwards and then down and pushed the other one back, and then the one that was behind didn't like get loose for so much longer. I basically had 2 teeth there for a longer period of time.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that.
I can see it now where they stick up.
I remember I always
painful
when my teeth came out when I was a kid. They came out in like, it was so jaggedy and all over the place. Like I'd bite into an apple and I had like
Steve Buscemi
like none of them were next to each other. Like and then one tooth was like really far in my mouth. It had to be brought forward.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, I know that's painful.
Yeah,
mad painful.
I had braces.
You had braces?
Yeah.
Wait, did we all have braces?
I had braces for so long, and then they took them out. I wore my retainer, and the teeth moved back.
Yeah.
Look at my bottom teeth. I don't remember either of you having braces.
My bottom teeth
for that long.
My bottom teeth moved back.
I don't remember any of you.
They're not straight at all.
Is that because you got like your lower jaw basically is too small for the amount of teeth that you have, type thing?
Possibly, I'm not sure.
Because they all push forward or whatever, and then these ones like get mashed up at the front.
Could be.
Because your wisdom teeth come in at the back, don't they?
Because I even had teeth taken out just to have braces put in so they could shift all the teeth around my mouth.
I think
I had 4 teeth taken out.
I remember one person had the elastic bands in there. And they were starting.
Yeah, play me a tune. Yeah, I remember being able to pick what color I wanted the little bands on my teeth, so I used to get them different colors.
Oh, that's cool.
Personalize them, make it not
I
feel so bad.
I do kind of wish I had them.
You can still get them. You can still get them now if you want.
Yeah, I don't want them now. I don't really want them. I don't really want them anytime. I just, when I see someone who's had them and you see like them perfectly straight teeth, I'm like, I wish I had that.
You can get them. You can get.
That's because that's how I have my winning smile.
I think it's called Invisalign, where they make them white and they're clear.
It's a clear cover.
The clear cover, so that you can get them and have them in now, and it doesn't look as bad.
It's pretty expensive, you know.
Yeah, talking about that though, there's the one where is Invisalign the one that they stick it on the back of your teeth instead of the front.
No, Invisalign's more like a gum shield.
Ah, okay.
That is like perfectly lined up, but obviously with some kind of.
They move it a little bit and then they move
slow. I don't know exactly how to do it. But they do like a 3D scan of your mouth, and then I think they press it out with the changes or whatever, and then slowly move it on. It's really expensive.
Go to Turkey and do it.
Someone at my work had it.
Yeah, you could go get it done in Turkey.
Bulgaria, Turkey.
Cheap procedure.
Mad cheap.
I'll wait until they can just replace my entire mouth.
I don't know. See, that's what I was going for. But then now that I've done what I've done, and I'm sitting there, I should have done this a long time ago.
Oh no! I mean, yeah. If you keep up with maintenance properly, then it's normally fine.
I've been told.
If you skip,
I don't. Well, hold on. You don't. It doesn't always happen because you skip. Sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, but if you go regularly, then you see it happening earlier when it's not as bad, and then you think. Whereas I basically did the same thing as you. I didn't go for like I don't know how many years. Then I was munching on the. Let's bringing it back to the
foil
chicken tenders.
Munching on foil.
I was munching on the chicken tenders, and one little bit was really hard, and it cracked my tooth in half.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And then I went to the dentist to got the well, I didn't want to pay for it because I don't really have the money to just do that. So I got the filling, and they basically remade my tooth from filling.
Yeah.
And then the tooth itself has cracked it again, but the filling's still fine.
Right.
So right now I've got a bit more of a gap in between two of my teeth.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least you.
But when you experience the pain of what that does, it kind of makes you not want to go back.
Yeah.
Because I had a root canal.
Oh, that's painful.
I had a root canal. So I was rocking at 4:30 in the afternoon, and they close at 5. So I'm going there thinking, and she's also thinking, this is my dentist, that she's just going to do like a very basic filling. Go in, and then she starts to prepare the tooth for the filling. As she's preparing it, super sensitive, pain up, hit my root. Because they do like a temperature test where they test for hot and cold, and they ask you is it sensitive to hot and cold?
I hate that. I was having that already when they were blowing the air through. That was horrible.
They're like, are you sensitive to hot and cold? And like, no, I haven't felt it at all. So in their mind, there's enough tooth in between the nerve, and the cold material that it's not that close anyway. So she's preparing it, which is like I guess roughing up the edge to apply the filling to. And then, shooting pain up, blah, blah, blah. But because they're closing at 5 o'clock, they put a temporary filling in. I had to come back next week. So for a whole week, I had this temporary filling that was larger than my other teeth. So I couldn't close my mouth at all. Because if I closed my mouth, it pressed down on just that tooth.
And it would just be the nerve.
And it was the nerve pain. So I basically, I could barely eat. I was like munching sideways for a week.
Wow.
And then, go in, and then doing the root canal, which is pulling the nerve out basically.
Yeah, that's mad.
And then filled up with thing, and then it split again afterwards. But I can't feel it. The only issue now is that there's a little bit bigger gap in there than I would like.
Yeah,
which sometimes is annoying to clean. So I should go back to get it sorted. But that root canal pain is.
I feel like you've
fuck being an adult, man.
I was gonna say I feel like you've started something. I think both me and Lloyd need to go to the dentist. I haven't been for years either. And again, my teeth have been perfectly fine, really. There's a few gaps between my teeth, and that's about it, really. But yeah, now, like with you and your old fillings, that makes me think maybe I need to go and have mine looked at. And I might even see if they can fix my chipped tooth as well.
Yeah, no, man, you gotta have that winning smile.
It doesn't look too bad. It builds character to my face.
Mine looked horrendous, bro. It looked like I was some sort of hick. No,
I don't think it was that bad.
Well, that's because you took
it was digging in and breaking the other one.
You take like a sliver off your tooth as well, whereas mine is it's not that bad. It's not a big chunk of tooth that's come off, but it was enough to irritate me at the beginning, and now it doesn't bother me. But again, that's what happens when you eat salad with a fork and decide to bite the fork instead of the food you're eating.
You can see my mine goes like that, right? The two here goes like curved like that, right?
Oh yeah.
That's because I chipped mine and they ground it down.
Yeah, that's what happened here. He ground it down a little bit as well. A bit straight-ish, but.
Well, there's now it. Wait, sorry. Did they ground them straight or did they remake them?
They remade it kind of that bit, but then they ground it down.
Are you okay with? Are you gonna be okay with like apples and stuff with that, or does it not?
Yeah, he said nothing. It was, I don't know why. Like maybe the technology is a little bit better now, but it's God knows. But it just feels a bit weird because it's a little bit matte. I feel like it was stained.
Maybe.
But he buffed them out and whatnot. So
you just have to wait and see.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm feeling one of the bottom left ones, and there is a definitely like I can probably flick around with it. I might like make a little clicky noise.
Really self-conscious about my teeth. Just feeling around, being, I need to go and brush them and all that. We're coming up to 50 minutes. Any last words for this week?
Baba booey, baba booey.
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask how dark it gets. Like how early does it? How dark does it get? And then does it get dark really early?
Yeah.
Back in Sweden.
So you wake up at 6 in darkness, and then you go back from work at 3 in darkness.
At 3 o'clock. Jesus.
Here it's about 4. About 4:30 here.
Yeah.
But it's I always forget how quick it does it. All of a sudden you're like, oh, I can't
dark.
see.
Yeah. I was gonna say because daylight savings has seriously messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. They went from being well-rounded individuals to being absolute savages by 5 o'clock because they're so absolutely tired.
No way.
Because they get up early. And then obviously it then gets to about 5 o'clock, and because they've been busy during the day in the morning, they're just so battered by the evening now. And I don't know if it's because it's becoming nighttime as well, and they feel like they need to be in bed.
I don't know.
Straight up savage.
I don't know who was saying. I don't know who said this to me recently, but I'm pretty sure someone said along the lines of, "Do we even need daylight savings anymore?" The reason that they had it was for like farmers.
Yeah.
And there's not that many farmers.
We probably don't need it. But it's
in what way? So
because it moves the light to be earlier in the day. So basically, if you wake up at 6, it's light rather than it still being dark.
Yeah, you're working in the light.
They would work from 6 till 3.
They wouldn't waste
time.
They
wouldn't have the daylight to be able to see the thing.
Yeah, it's basically so they wouldn't waste time getting up before daylight, or even though they probably do anyway, just to get themselves ready.
Yeah, because it messes up their system as well. Do you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. Maybe it's not to do with farmers, but in my head, I thought it's to do with farmers. Yeah. And that was the reason. It's like.
All I know is that Bob wakes up an hour earlier now, and then come into my bed to wake me up. Not even. I wouldn't mind if he came and. Just cuddled up and slept. He comes into my bed, poke me in my nose, or my face, or my eye, or something.
Or use your t-shirt as a as a Kleenex.
Yeah, or use my t-shirt as a Kleenex. just to like. I don't know. And then like what to do? Well, this morning was an ultimate example of that. He woke up. Came to my bed, laid in my bed with me for about 10 minutes, decided he needed to do a poo. I was like, okay, that's fine. So
great story.
He didn't want to do that on his own. obviously.
Yeah.
So I went with him in the dark, half asleep. So I only realised, because we do put him in a nappy in the night, just for the purposes of if he decided, because he doesn't wake up to go to the toilet yet. If he does need to wee, then his nappy will catch it. He'd pooed in his nappy. So I cleaned, so he'd already pooed in his sleep.
Let's give him some plaudits, because he did tell you and what.
Oh yeah, of course.
He wants to do it.
Yeah. So that was the thing. So he did want to do it in the toilet, but obviously he I don't know if he'd already pooed in his nappy or he had another one. I don't know.
Twice in as many hours. What?
Yeah, it was only a small one anyway. So I cleaned him up.
Masturbation.
Cleaned him up. He then wanted to go back to bed. So I was like, okay, we'll go back to bed. So we went back to my bed. He was in my bed for about 2 minutes and said, "No, Daddy, I want to go back to my bed." So he went back to his own bed. That was fine. He then comes back to me again, 10 minutes later. "Daddy, I need to do a poo-poo again." I was like, okay. Bearing in mind, he's not supposed to be up until about 7 o'clock. It's now at 6:30. And he originally got into my bed maybe about 10 past o'clock. So we then go to the bathroom. He sits on the toilet, proceeds to do a wee only, doesn't poo, says he's all right. I'm going to go back to bed. Like, okay. So he goes back to his bedroom. I go back to mine, lie down. Just about sort of dozing back off into a little bit of a sleep, check the monitors to see if it's okay because of all the movement in the house. Everyone's fine. He's lying down. He then comes back to my room 5 minutes later. "Daddy, I need a wee again." I was like, "What are you doing? Decide what you need to do. Why do you need to?" I said, "If you need a wee, you don't just go and do it. You don't need me to go and watch you." He was like, "But Daddy, I need your help." I was like, "Okay." So I said to him, "Go to the toilet and go and sit down, and I'll come and help you after in a minute." No. I didn't. I didn't actually. I gave him. I sort of allowed myself to sort of wake up a little bit. Go to the bathroom. He's standing there with his water bottle and his Kermit the Frog teddy on top of the toilet seat because it's fully closed.
Yeah.
I said to him, "How are you supposed to wee like that? You're meant to be sitting on the toilet." Because it's not like he can't do it. He's done it before.
Strange.
Yeah, so he just I don't know, he just wanted my help, I guess.
Yeah, this attention, isn't it?
Yeah. But at 6:30, 6:40 in the morning when I was like, I needed another hour. I didn't want to wake up. I was so tired and I was just like, why? Why now? Couldn't you have held it and waited till we were downstairs at 7 o'clock? Like, we've got your sister up and gone downstairs and it's just so just they do things inconveniently. Another thing, inconvenience is always the
way forward.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's my morning story.
Morning story.
Yeah. Good way to end it.
Very nearly dodgy name. So we're gonna end it there. Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Take it easy.
Make sure you do whatever needs to be done to follow us further.
Cool. Peace.
Ciao.
Bye.